We're at the Milliard Museum in Manchester, New Hampshire, day 3 of the road trip, so we're going to go in here and check out what's going on.
We just received 3 tickets care of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce to the Milliard Museum, which we're here at now. We're going to check it out and see what the fuss is about. And later on, we're going to go upstairs to the Sea Museum, where they have the largest Lego sculpture in the world, which is of this actual building. So be sure to keep it locked, stay tuned, and check us out. Follow along, #Latino Heritage.
What is Lance Rios doing out there?
Lance Rios is on the phone right now, as always. He's the hardest working man in business, in this social media business. He's on a conference call. We're just waiting on him so we can go check out the Milliard Museum. You know, it's just another day in the life of being Latino. Tú lo sabes. Pinocchio. Pinocchio.
The mill, founded in the 1830s, harnessed the power of the Merrimack River and the Ameskeet Falls, prospering into New Hampshire's Queen City.
The town here, Manchester, was heavily influenced by Native Americans, specifically the Pennacook or Passaconaway tribes. And they had a heavy influence in the making of the city and how far it came along.
From native roots to present day, they've built a legacy as a thriving textile producer and preservers of the rich history and diverse culture of New Hampshire's first city. At the museum, we met up with Alejandro Urrutia of Latinos Unidos.
Latinos Unidos began in the year 2000. That was the idea of Hector Vélez and Wanda Caraballo, with 2 purposes. One is to show the Latino cultures, and the other purpose to raise money to give scholarships to Latino students to go to post-high school education. From year 2000 to year 2012, Latinos Unidos have given almost $200,000 on scholarships. So at the same time, we try to develop leadership skills in the young Latinos here in New Hampshire. During the last 10 years, Latinos has been growing dramatically in the state of New Hampshire. And so we want to give Latinos Unidos a platform to an integral developing of the community. The main event is the Latino Festival. Always is on the 3rd Saturday of August. That is visit from anything from 5,000 people to 10,000 people. Always the governor is do the kickoff of the event and declare the day of the Latino culture in the state of New Hampshire. So it's become an icon event here on New Hampshire. It's one of the biggest events in New Hampshire.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
As luck would have it, Alejandro's father once owned a textile mill back in Mexico and was able to give us a more detailed tour of the museum while talking more in depth about the Latino culture in New Hampshire.
Aquí en New Hampshire hay muchos mexicanos, casi la mayoría de Zacatecas, mucha gente de República Dominicana, puertorriqueños, mexicanos, sobre todo del norte. También ha subido mucho la población de Brasil. Sí.
Next stop, a trip upstairs.
We're here at the Sea Science Center in Manchester, New Hampshire, and this is the Milliard Lego project, which is the largest permanent Lego installation at minifigure scale in the world. Now that's according to the Lego company. We're not in the Guinness Book. So it's a representation of the Ameskeet Milliard, which was a very large manufacturing company back in the late 1800s and early 1900s. It was one of the largest textile producers in the world. And a lot of these mills now have been converted into other business spaces, but around the turn of the century, it was a very large textile producer, and we've built this part of town out of Lego bricks. It has more than 3 million Lego bricks, more than 7,000 Lego minifigures. It has running trains, running water. 2 of the streets here in the Milliard used to be canals, so the canals are once again filled with water. It's a great tool for educators. We see a lot of field trips, a lot of school groups come through and families and learn a bit about history, a bit about science. We're lucky to have it. It's great.
After a day filled with such diverse history, it was good to end it all with some fun with Legos and science.
Let's see if I can lift myself up. Here we go. The This is the closest I'll ever get to climbing a rope. Yeah, I made it! Whoa! I did it. Minimal rope burn.
After a quick bite to eat at the famous Red Hour Diner, we hit the highway up to Maine.
Can you see him?
Huh? Yeah.
I could see him the whole time.
Alright.